And I guess from your rallying experience, do you want to tell me a bit about what you think the competitors for Amageza might struggle with?
I think the biggest challenge they've got is the navigation side of it, because it's not just a case of following a GPS. We have to follow a paper road book, and the paper road book gives us the mileage and the bearings that we need to go in at certain distances and certain landmarks to go past, or checkpoints if you like. And it also includes dangers, so that as a rider you can slow down in time for you to be able to deal with that danger.
You actually have your road book here with me.
Yes, I do. Yeah.
Do you want to quickly just show us that?
Yeah, so here's an example of a paper road book that I've put together. Well, it's been put together. I've made some notes of my own on it so that I can read it more easily while on the fly. And for example, over here I've got at 308 kilometers, 0.71, I must slow down to 60 kilometers per hour. And about a kilometer later I enter into a town. And so that's the reason why I need to slow down, obviously. And at 3:10:23 I need to take a left-hand turn, as I do at 3:09:81. So
okay.
Yeah.
I saw during the briefing the road books were handed out to the competitors.
Yes.
And I saw lots of them out with pens and they were marking things and so forth.
Yes.
But I hear it's also a very safeguarded secret, one's technique to marking the road book.
Well, not necessarily. I mean, it's not really safeguarded secret, but each and every person has their own way of marking a road book, and really it's just done in such a way that makes it easier for you to read, because it's a rally and we're riding motorbikes. You don't have a co-pilot who's got a road book to tell you to turn left in 300 meters. So you need to ride and then glance down at this road book in your machine that scrolls this thing. Okay, look down for a split second, gather the information you need to gather, compare it against your odometer reading, and know, okay, I need to turn in 300 meters. Otherwise, you'll obviously carry on straight and go off the track, if you like, and you lose a lot of time, because it take a while for you to realize you're off the track, right? And so that's one of the challenges that I really enjoy about rally, as opposed to just a flat out, off-road race.
Yeah, this morning we had a really early start, and it's really cold out in Sutherland. We did a small loop of about 85 kilometers, and I haven't done any of these races before, and I had to qualify. Really fun, a lot of single track, and of course, lots of rain the night before, lots of mud out there, deep river crossings. But it's the first time I was back on my 450 rally bike since Dakar, and I really, got into it. I got into it straight away, and I had a lot of fun.
Okay, you want to tell me a little bit about your rally bike? This is a bike you built for the Dakar, correct?
Yeah, the rally bike we built, we didn't build it for Dakar. There's 60 made in the world. It's a factory-built KTM 450. It's called a 450 Rally, and it's an amazing machine. It's got the right suspension. It's got purpose-built tanks with 36-liter capacity, and all the Dakar bikes this year are limited to 450 cc's. There's a bit of a change in the rules. Whereas the old bikes, there are a couple of them here, the 690 cc's. My bike's a lot easier to ride, and it handles a lot better.
Do you want to tell me a little bit about the experience of navigating whilst riding?
That was my biggest challenge in Dakar, was navigating, because the road book has to tie up with your ICO and your speedo cap and everything else, and to do that at speed is really difficult. You can only really race as fast as you can navigate. And this is going to be the real challenge for everybody here at the Amageza this weekend.
Neil was saying that people tend to have very specific marking techniques and highlighting and so forth. Do you have a particular technique that you use, or?
Yeah, I think I've got one color for my direction. I've got another color for danger markers. I've got another color for the checkpoints and waypoints and things like that. And it helps you at a quick glance at the road book. You can quickly pick up on what it is, and then you can focus. Is it important or isn't it? The road book that I got so far from Amageza is quite different to the one we use at Dakar. The pictures are a lot bigger at Dakar, and things are slightly different. So I've just got to get out there, start gate tomorrow morning, and just get to grips with the way that they've set their road book up, and I should be okay. I've raced in South Africa for the last 24 years, and we've done everything from enduros to off-road racing, and I shifted my focus these last couple of years to the World Extreme Enduros, and now the opportunities come along for the rallies. So this year I will be concentrating on rallies. There's 2 in Morocco that I'm going to be doing, and lots of training in Namibia, gearing up for the 2013 Dakar.
Okay, and how do you find, what's kind of your preferred kind of format of motorcycle racing?
I definitely prefer the enduros, the extreme enduros. The harder it is the challenge. There's just something about it, and there's a nice group of riders on the World Extreme circuit. lots of fun, and we hang out together and have a good time. And I'm starting to make a lot more rally buddies now as well, so I'm pretty sure it's going to do the same for me, and then with time I'll get to grips with the rallies and start enjoying them more.
All right, thank you for your time. I guess we'll catch up with you during the actual event after a stage or two, and I guess we'll see how you're getting on. And
let's hope I find my way. I think I'll be clever tomorrow and let a couple of guys start off first and get some tracks going. So, yeah.
Right. Thanks, then.
Thanks, guys.
Well, I was fortunate enough and blessed enough to take part in the first Amageza, which was still very low key and not even very widely advertised. I think maybe we were the guinea pigs. And here again this year, I didn't have to do the pre-qualifiers. So in a way I'm lucky because I did last year's one, but I believe this year's one is going to be much more difficult, much more technical. Obviously it's 2 whole days, and yes, so we'll see how we do. Yeah. So I've obviously got the big bike, I've got the 1200. I think I'm the only one. I think there's 1 or 2 HB2s, but yes, the 1200 is probably not ideal, although it's a nice, I do know the bike, and it's a nice trusty bike, especially for the, the longer sections, the less technical sections. So my aim is just to finish this one.
Do you want to just quickly tell me, because obviously there's not that many women in the sport,
yes.
in the Dakar Rally or in other such rallies as well.
Yes.
Do you want to tell me, do you have any thoughts about women in rally racing?
Well, I think women on motorbiking, we're quite new. I think in the old time it was seen as more of a masculine thing to do, but I think women are taking to it in the droves and we're enjoying it. It's actually very enjoyable because once you make the bike work for you, we can do probably as much as, there's no limit really to, as long as you fit. So I think it gives us a nice sense of freedom. I think the women are going to start doing more and more biking.